A few moments later.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Inked Reader. I have a quick unboxing for you. I am late, so if you are really into Fairyloot, you might have seen this from others way sooner. But I still want to open it on my channel. As you could see from the beginning, I did open it, so I'm just going to run through with you to the specific stuff and where we are from, as I prefer to put that footage in first because I think I can use the camera to focus more on the single item and you can see them better than me using natural lighting in England, which is basically different shades of grey. Anyway, I've got the box here. You've seen the items, but let's go through them again together and I'm going to show you the book. So I'm going to then insert some close-up of the book. I have, well, seen the book, so let's keep this for last. The first thing that was inside was actually a blanket, and I love it. I'll put this up in the studio, which I don't know if you can see properly. I'm gonna again put close up of these. So I love this. Let me get the card with spoilers. So this blanket is inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked by Maniscalco, and I've yet to read that book. I'm definitely interested, and I now have a cozy blanket, and hopefully I love the book. But even if I don't love the book, you can bet your ass that I'm gonna keep this. So then we had this card, which I'm just gonna use for my journaling, I think. It's from We Set the Dark on Fire, and it's just a card, but it's very nice, so I'm going to use it for journaling. It's perfect. And for this month, the tarot cards were 5 and 6 of Pentacles, and these are inspired by Raybearer, which again is a book that I actually bought on Fairyloot, but I have yet to read. But yeah, and I've got this card. Then there was supposed to be an item from Lore, but the item will be dispatched either separately or be put in the November box. They sent us an email just saying that. So the next thing I have is this Trinket Plate, and I was in love with it. It's inspired by The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue, which is a book that I absolutely loved, and I've read for once a book that I have read. And this is what it looks like, and again I'm gonna probably insert here some pictures. And yeah, this is definitely useful. The room I am filming right now, it's kind of a guest bedroom. There is like a bed, but that can become like a sofa, so I basically use this room to read as of now. And so I'm gonna make the bed into a proper sofa with pillows and comfy blankets and put like a coffee table. And I'm waiting the post for a book tray, so I'm gonna have my tray, I'm gonna have like a coffee table with candles, and this is perfect because I can keep my post note on or just expose it on the coffee table. I've not decided yet, but it's perfect, and I think it's sort of a collection, so hopefully I'm gonna get way more than these and I can spread them around the house. And then there are beautiful character card sets. Now I'm gonna insert close up of these just because they deserve to be shown. But before you watch that, I'm gonna show you the back because I don't think I filmed the back of those. So these are all characters of the book that was actually inside the box. So I loved it because actually I've already read the book, but my thoughts will be in my wrap up at the end of the month. However, it was so nice having like a visual representation of them and kind of be able to picture them. Basically, it's something that I absolutely love doing. And yeah, at the beginning I didn't know who they were. Now I know who they are, and I just love having these. I am wondering what to do with these. Just because they should really be exposed. They do not belong in a box. So we will see about what I come up as an idea. Because if I start doing posters for everything, I won't have space in the house. So yeah, ideas are welcome on what can I do with those. I don't want to like use them for my journaling necessarily, because I think it's just kind of a pity, because they will be just part of a journal. But then, you know, next year I'm going to use another one. So if you have any recommendations, they're more than welcome in the comments down below, because I definitely want to do something with them. And finally, we have the book. So we have the cards inside. I was so good to put everything back. So we have the leaflet with the next month theme, which is Vengeance is Yours. And there is like one the readathon is, and a bit of questions with the author. And then you've got these, which is yes, like I love this so much. And this is the letter from the author. I'm gonna read this. Actually, I've not read it. And finally, there is the stunning book, which is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, which this is the start of a new series by her. I've not read her Caraval series, but I own the first book in the series. However, I am pretty sure that the two series somehow are linked, just in the sense that there are some characters that may be recurring, because at the end of this book there is like a deleted scene, but she warns you that if you have not read the Caraval series, you'll be spoiled for that series. So I'm just gathering to that. I've not read the scene because I've not read Caraval. That, yeah, there are spoilers inside. But I've seen a blue cover of these, to be fair, maybe because of the sprayed edges or whatever. I prefer the pink one, and I'm not huge, like I like pink sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of pink. Like, definitely not a big fan of pink, but bright pink, I love it. I think it's stunning. The only issue I have now is that I don't know what to do, because usually with my Fairyloot I like to turn the cover and use this cover instead. I'm gonna put close up at the end of the book so you can see it properly again. So I like to turn the book and use it like this, but I honestly seriously like this so much, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. And this is the book underneath. Actually, I was such a moron. I went on my Goodreads when I was reading this just to upload my reading section, and I was looking for The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox, which is not the title of the actual book. If you read these, you'll know what this is. But I was just a moron. But I kept looking. I was like, why is this book not on Goodreads? Anyway, I finally looked for the author and found out what is a fantasy YA, of course, because that's what Fairyloot is all about. The premise of this is that you got this girl, Evangeline, but sometimes she's called Eva in the book, which I love. It's very rare to have my name, Eva, in a book. I mean, at least the book that I've read of. So I'm really eager. Or like even TV show and so on. I don't hear Eva much as a name, so the fact that her name Evangeline was shortened as Eva, I loved it. So Evangeline, she is in love with Luke, but Luke is betrothed to her stepsister, and they're about to get married, and she's not having it. So she decides to go and make a very moronic deal with a fate. Fate are kind of gods. It's a mix of between fairies and gods, basically, and she chooses to make a deal with Prince of Heart, which is this fate that's destined to kill each girl or man, I guess, he kisses, unless they are his true love. So he's having a pretty rough deal, considering that everybody has ever kissed so far has died. And she goes to him, makes a deal, but he's kind of a piece of shit, which, I mean, if I had his curse, I'd probably not be happy either. And she makes a rough deal, and things starts going on from there. It doesn't go in places where you expect it, though. So I'm going to leave all my thoughts in the wrap-up. I'm going to just leave it at that. But I was surprised about twists and turns in these. We'll definitely continue on with the series. I always love Fairyloot books, but oh, this does take the cake. And last thing before I leave you, this is also signed by the author. And yes, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely day, night, depending where you are. And I'll see you next time.